You know, when you hear the word marketing, what comes to mind? Is it spammy emails? Hype? All that hustle culture stuff? Yeah, you're definitely not alone. But what if we've got it all wrong? That's what we're going to dig into today. We're looking at Seth Godin's incredible book, This is Marketing, to completely flip the script on how we think about connecting with people and, actually making a real difference.
Seth Godin has this amazing quote. It's like we're fish who don't even know we're in water. And honestly, that's what marketing is, right? It's the water we swim in every single day. It is everywhere. Think about it, from the very first logos you recognize as a kid to the million tiny choices you make. It's all shaped by marketing. And because it's so pervasive, we just don't see it. We don't see how it's working, how it's changing us, and how it's shaping our entire culture.
So yeah, for most of us, marketing just feels kind of gross, right? It feels like this selfish battle for attention, always interrupting us. But it's time to throw those old ideas out the window. Let's talk about what marketing really is, or at least what it can be.
Okay, this right here really lays it all out. On one side, you have the old way, right? The selfish, mass market stuff, all hype and hustle, constant interruptions. And let's be honest, it often felt shameful because, well, it kind of was. But then look at the other side. This is what Godin is talking about. It's a total 180. It's about empathy and service. It's about being generous. It's about making real connections. This is the kind of work you can feel genuinely proud of.
And this leads us to the absolute heart of the book. This is the big idea, the total redefinition of what we're even doing here. It's not about yelling the loudest or pushing a sale. It's something much, much deeper.
All right, here it is. This is the mindset shift. Marketing is the generous act of helping someone solve a problem. And the key part? Their problem. See, it's not a battle. It's a chance to serve. It's not about solving your problem of needing to hit a sales target. No, it's about generously helping someone else solve their problem. Once you start there, from that place of service, everything changes. You stop just selling and you start actually making things better.
I absolutely love this analogy because it makes so much sense. Think about it. It's crazy to make a key and then just run around town, trying every single lock, hoping to find one that fits. That's what old marketing does. The smart way, the only productive way, is to find a lock first. Find a group of people with a specific problem, a need, a desire. Really get to know that lock. And then, you create the perfect key just for them.
Okay, so that sounds great in theory, right? But how do you actually do it? How do you find your lock? Well, the answer is probably the opposite of what you think. It's not about aiming for everyone. It's about going smaller.
This question is everything. Who are you seeking to change? Because let's face it, you can't change everyone. Everyone is a myth. It's too big, too messy, and honestly, everyone doesn't care. So the single most important strategic decision you will ever make is to get super specific about who this is for. And that leads us to this powerful idea, the smallest viable market. You see, when you try to appeal to everybody, you have to become, well, boring. You have to sand off all your interesting edges to not offend anyone. You become average. So instead, Godin says to ask yourself, what's the smallest possible group of people that I need to connect with to make this all worthwhile? A corner of the market that is just waiting for someone like you to show up. Focus on them, and you can make something truly amazing for them, instead of something mediocre for everyone else.
And when you do that, you get to say these 4 magical, liberating words. It's not for you. Seriously, think about how powerful that is. When someone complains or just doesn't get it, you can confidently say, that's okay, it's not for you. And that isn't being rude. It's actually the most respectful thing you can do. You're respecting their time, and you're showing the people you do serve that you see them, that you made this just for them.
So you've found your people, your tribe. Now what? Well, the next step isn't to just bombard them with a list of features. No, it's about tapping into something much more human, the stories they tell themselves.
Okay, let's use a classic example to really get this. A lot of us think we're in the business of selling, well, a quarter-inch drill bit. We're focused on the specs, the features, the product itself. But nobody wakes up in the morning wanting a drill bit, right? What they actually want is the hole, the quarter-inch hole that the drill bit makes. But wait, let's go deeper. Does anyone really want a hole in their wall? No, they want what the hole lets them do. They want to hang the shelf. They want their living room to look neat and organized. See, we're getting warmer.
And here's the real truth. It's not even about the shelf. It's about the feeling they get from having that shelf, that organized room. It's about feeling competent, respected, maybe even safe and secure. People don't buy drill bits. They buy feelings. They buy a better version of themselves.
Now, this isn't just theory.
Check out this incredible real-world example from a company called Vision Spring. Their goal was simple: sell affordable reading glasses to people in rural India who desperately needed them. Obvious need, great product. The problem? Almost no one was buying them. And it's because Vision Spring hadn't understood the villagers' worldview, which was all about avoiding risk.
So they made one tiny, brilliant change. See, for these villagers, spending money on something new was a huge risk. What if it was the wrong choice? So instead of asking them to buy glasses, the Vision Spring folks would just hand a pair to someone. Let them experience the magic of seeing clearly for the first time in years. Then they'd simply ask, would you like to pay to keep that? All of a sudden, it wasn't about the risk of buying something new, it was about the pain of losing their newfound sight. Sales literally doubled overnight. Now that is marketing with empathy.
So what does all this add up to? It means that real marketing, the kind that matters, isn't a collection of hacks or tricks. It's a mindset. It's a way of showing up to do work that you're proud of.
At the end of the day, marketing is simply the generous work of making change happen. It's about serving people who care, making things better for them, and creating something you can truly stand behind. It's about finding the people who have put their trust in you and honoring that trust by helping them get where they want to go. So we've explored this amazing, generous way of thinking about marketing. And that's fantastic. But there's a practical reality here, right? Every single business, every professional needs to find and attract clients consistently. It doesn't matter how great your product is or how brilliant your service is. If you can't make that connection, growth just stalls. Now, if this way of thinking resonates with you, but you're not quite sure how to apply it to your own work, here's an invitation. You're welcome to book a free call with Chaminda Tennakoon, who's the CEO of CT Marketing, to talk it through.
And the purpose of that call is really simple. It's 1, to understand your company and what you're trying to do, 2, to get really clear on your goals, and 3, just to explore if CT.marketing might be able to help you improve how you find and attract clients. There's no pressure at all. It's just a conversation to see if it's a good fit for you.
Which really brings us back to where we started. This whole approach isn't just about selling things. It's a powerful tool set for creating genuine change in the world. So the only question left to ask yourself is this: what change will you choose to make?